G'day guys, what's going on? My name's SuperCoach. Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be going over my updated preseason team. Firstly, I just want to thank all of you guys for helping me get to 400 subscribers. Really appreciate it. Hopefully we can keep growing. But yeah, hopefully this year I can actually play pretty well in SuperCoach and get the highest score that I've ever gotten and the highest rank, which will be nice. I've got a good feeling about this year. Only been doing SuperCoach for a couple of years now, so finally starting to understand how it works, which is good. But yeah, if you guys wanted to enter my cash league, just leave a comment down below and I'll add you as soon as I can. I think I've only got about 17 spots left, so yeah, try and get in as quick as you can, and that'll be awesome. But yeah, we'll go over the side. So after watching the preseason games, I've made a few changes to the side. I've got Tom Stewart at D1. I just think because, I'm a Cat supporter, obviously I want to pick Stewart. I think he's just got a great ceiling, so someone that you don't want to have to worry about bringing in later in the season. But in saying that, what's his name? Bloody Doherty. Doherty went really well in the preseason game. I think he got like 158 or something. But yeah, he was playing a bit of a midfield as well, so not sure if he's going to be doing that with Walsh out or not, but Walsh will be back by like round 3 anyway. And yeah, Cripps wasn't playing, I don't think so. Yeah, it's probably just a one-off game, but he'll still probably score well. Like I do see Doherty, with the full preseason getting back up to like a top 2 defender. But just because I'm a Geelong supporter, I'm going to go with Stewart. If I wasn't, I'd probably pick Doherty. But yeah, I'll just go with Stewart. He probably wasn't that impressive in the preseason, but I don't know. I just don't want to have to worry about getting him in later on. So I've only got the one primo in defence. I did have a different structure where I was looking at having Doherty and Stewart. So we can look at that as well later in the video. But for now, this is what I think I'm going to go with. I've got Yo as my D2, which is a bit concerning because my defence is a bit weak. That's why I've got a lot of mid-tiers in there just to make sure I've got cover on the bench as well, because I've only rocking the one primo. So yeah, Yo didn't really play the best. He still scored about like a 70 or something, 79 I think. Not too sure, something around there. Like you'll take that for that price, but you would hope that he would get to at least a 90 average, which I think is possible. I don't think he was trying that hard. I think he was just trying to get through the game, I guess, uninjured. And then Bose, we got him as D3. He didn't even play in the preseason game, but I just feel like the Cats will select him round 1 because Mitch Duncan's still going to be out by then. So there's kind of a spot for him, as well as like Tanner Bruin still getting a spot because Selwood's not there. But I feel like Bose, they're just trying to like ease him into it, just giving him a rest, not playing in the preseason game. I think he's like fully fit, so he's all ready to go. Just have to wait and see with team selection. But I feel like he'll be a good value option if he does get that mid spot. And then we got Jones. He scored pretty well as well. I think he got 100 or something. So yeah, just really good value. He'll have good job security. Someone to definitely keep your eye out for if you don't have him. I just feel like the defense that I'm running at the moment, I like need someone else like Jones as well, just to get as many like low end mid tiers as I can on the field, so I'm not getting rookie scores. But yeah, Gimby played well, which was good. I think he scored about 80 to 100. I can't remember, something like that, which is good. So he's more of a lock now. And then Constable, he was taking some kickouts, so that was good. But yeah, I don't know. I think most people have him at the moment, which is good. And then McKenna on the bench and Wilmot just for a bit of cash gen and some backup if like one of them gets dropped from the side. Hopefully that's not the case with Bose, but who knows, Anyway, we're going to the midfield. I've gotten rid of Oliver at the moment. I just feel like, this is the season for a bit of a risk. But in saying that, I do also really want to start Oliver. I think, he's got 42% ownership. So it really makes me want to start him. But yeah, you got to start Laird as well. He just proved to us how consistent he is, how good he is. He's just come out 145, and the Crows are looking pretty good. So they might win more games this year as well. So yeah, Laird will be even better than he was last year. Just definitely a guy that you want to start and not worry about getting in later, because he probably won't go under 650k all year. Definitely, the guy you're looking for. Probably stay at M1 all year. But yeah, it's hard to predict. One poor game and he'll drop 100k. So it's just, yeah, there's a lot of money tied into him. I think it's worth the risk, but you know, having two 700k midfielders, that's a bit too risky, I reckon. There's like way more value in other players, but yeah, it's hard to tell with these things. Bontempelli is more of a lock than he was. Yeah, he's got 150 or something, I believe. But yeah, just playing really good in the midfield with no Dunkley, so that's great. And then got Cripps in here at the moment. I did think he had a bit of an injury scare, but yeah, we'll just leave him now in the midfield. If I can try and play around with my bench options a bit, I could potentially get him McRae. But yeah, if I'm spending that much on McRae, I might as well get Oliver, even Miller. But yeah, if I'm spending the money on Miller, it's like he's had an injury scare already. I still think Miller will be a good pick. It's just can't really trust him after having a bit of a scare before the preseason, and that contradicts what I said about Cripps. So probably shouldn't start Cripps either. But then again, I think Oliver, I feel like he had a slightly interrupted preseason. Probably not, to be honest. But yeah, just after last year with the hand injuries and stuff, I'm kind of skeptical about the pick. But yeah, I think I'll still go with him just because the ownership is super high with him. But yeah, I'll have to reshape my team, but this is what it's looking like at the moment. And then Green, yeah, he's just got a great fixture. He scored like 130. Definitely want to start him. I feel like, he'll only get better, so that's good. And yeah, the midfield just opened up with no Taranto or Hopper, so definitely want to pick him. Then Hopper's playing good, pretty average, I guess, but definitely want to start him as well. Just everyone will have him. And then I bought him Flanders after the preseason score. Maybe I'm just getting ahead of myself, but yeah, I feel like he'll be a good pick. 256k. I was a bit worried about him. Didn't really think I would put him in my side, but now I've got him in my side. It's just better to have him on the field than other rookies, I guess. And then Ashcroft is just super good as well. And we bought him Mackenzie. He looks like he'll get some mid minutes, which will be good. Then we got Phillips on the bench, which is nice to have a bit of cash flow, just chilling there. And then the placeholder rookies for the moment, but I could probably get them up to 117k rookies, or maybe one of them I can, but they're just the placeholder rookies for the moment. But I think both of them will get a game coming round one. Maybe Drury won't, but it is what it is. They're just good DPP swing, I guess. And then I've still got Sean Darcy. I think he's just going to stay in my side. He looks better than last year. So, yeah, he's got the high ceiling. He's capable of 170 scores, so definitely want to have him on my side. Marshall came out and pumped out a 150, so he's more of a lock. I do question whether or not to start Gawn, because he did absolutely tear it up, but he's a bit too expensive. But then again, for his price, if Gawn was like this price last year, everyone would be like saying he's super cheap for what he's capable of doing. He did score 158, so I do question if I should start Gawn or not. But yeah, I'm still not 100% sure about the ruck rotations with Grundy. But yeah, I think I'll just go with Darcy. I've been on him for a couple of months now, so he should be a pretty good pick. Definitely could take his game to another level with just the durability issue. If you can run out the season, he's a big boy. Same with Marshall. Maybe it's slightly concerning. I've got both of them, but I think I'll just run with it at the moment. Hopefully they can run out the season. Dunkley, yeah, he's just great. Awesome at the Lions. definitely not going anywhere. Rosie, still got Rosie and Taranto. Most people should have these guys as well. They're just like a really good value, I believe, for what they're capable of, which is good. Definitely want to pick them. And then I've bought in Goulden because he scored 181, I believe. What was it? 3 goals and 45 touches. Absolutely ridiculous. Just as everyone else has been saying, just got to take the risk on him. He's pumped out a 181 in a preseason game, and no one was expecting it. So I think there's a bit of value in this pick now. Probably should have been looking at him a bit closer, but I think most people will start him now. But I'm definitely going to start him as well. And then I've got Cunnington here. This could have been Bruin. Like, I'm still undecided. But I've got Cunnington here at the moment. I feel like he's probably going to be more consistent than Bruin, I believe. I feel like he could probably average around 100 at least if he's in the midfield. And I'm pretty sure that Simpkin's still out for a bit, so it should be pretty sweet to just be the main guy in the midfield. The younger blokes don't really seem like they're up for it yet. But he only scored around 80, so that's a bit of a concern for him. And then, Sheasel's on the field as well. I bought him into my side. He looks pretty good. He was kind of playing a bit of halfback at some point, but I feel like he's just a good value rookie, I guess. He's a talented player, so someone in the forward line I don't want to go without, I guess. And then I've got Ferg Green on the bench and McAndrew. McAndrew can be the ruck cover, but I don't think he's going to get any games, which is a bit of a worry. So hopefully they just put him in the team anyway so he can make a bit of money. But I do think that he can make a bit of money, just won't score the best. But that's basically my side. I'm kind of worried about my forward line cover because if Sheasel or Green don't score well because they're forwards, then I'm in a bit of a pickle. I could go back to the other idea I had where I wasn't going to pick Bose or Yo, which is kind of a worry. So I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and these two could potentially be premiums in the forward line because there isn't that many options. So I'd have 10 premiums, and 2 potential premiums, which would be 12, and Yo could potentially be a premium, but I doubt it. That'd be 13, but this is a bit of a risk, only having 10 actual premiums in my side, and that's including Tom Green, who isn't a full premium, so that's kind of a bit of a worry. But I feel like this year is the year to take the risks. Otherwise, this was another structure I was going to go with, bring in Doherty, so then I'd have 11 premiums from the start. I'd have to get rid of Cunnington. I think I was going to bring in Bruin, and then I would just have like Weddle, I think it was. This was another structure I was kind of looking at. So I put McKenna on the field. So I would have 11 actual primos, but so it's actually 10 primos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then Tom Green because he's not an actual premium, but he could be. So that'd be 11. Then Errol Gordon could be a premium, but I doubt it. It's still not the greatest. Probably want to have 12 premiums, but I just feel like this year it's a bit different, so maybe I won't do that. I'll go the other structure that I was looking at, which was having a bit of a weak defense. I was actually looking at... Oh, was it? Actually, I think I was looking at doing Ridley as well at one point instead of Dacos. I had another option, but see if I can get in... what was it? I was going to go with this. So I got rid of Cunnington. Gives me 128k. Hopefully Hopefully this can load a bit quicker. So Bruin's got a bit of value in him, to be fair. Like, I think after the preseason game, he looks actually better than Max Holmes, fair to say. He actually looks quite good in the midfield, He's a contested ball winner. Looks really good. Like, I did not expect him to look this good. But yeah, and then I can just get rid of Cripps at this point, bring in Oliver. So, like, a structure like this is probably like what I'm more leaning towards. If it'll load, should be good. So something more like this is probably what my final team will kind of look like. Just kind of worried about the bench options for the forward line. I think I'm just off of Filippo, which is a bit of a stitch up. Yeah, just off him. Probably wouldn't be looking at anyone else in the forward line, so I'd just swing Jury into the forward line. And then I could bring in like Hollands, I believe. That'd be a lot of cash gen on the bench, which would be nice. And I just have to hope that Jury gets games. But yeah, the thing with Bruin, I think Bruin and Bowes are a bit more locked into the side, because I think that Max Holmes actually did get injured in the preseason game. Or maybe they just took him off and rested him. It might have been a scare, but I'm not too sure off the top of my head. But if that is the case, if that is the case, then they're both going to get games. It's just we'll have to wait and see by round one. So we're like a week away, which is pretty exciting. Can't wait for round one. But yeah, this is another side that I like. I feel like this is better value in terms of my side. Otherwise, I could have been rocking. I don't know if I could afford Doherty. Oh no, maybe it was Ridley. This was the other option, I think. So Ridley or Dacos. I'd probably go with Ridley, and then I'd have wouldn't have a lot of money to be spent, but I probably would get Weddle. Weddle probably won't score the greatest anyway, but. And then who else? Just a rookie on the bench. Hewitt, no, can't afford him. Probably just Chestnut. I don't know, I'll probably just get, who was it, McVee, I mean. Someone like that. Johnson. This could be another option. But yeah, I think I'm more leaning towards going with Elliot Yeo and Bowes and Oliver. So I think that structure's more or less the one I'll probably go with. Otherwise, I might change my mind and bring in Cunnington over Bruin. But yeah, it's hard to tell. So we'll go back to the other structure where we have a risky defence. But I do think there is a bit of value in the 500k defenders. But yeah, I just don't think I'll go with that option. I think I might risk it this year, rock something like this, have a bit more money to be generated on the bench. Collins, I think he should be good to go. Yeah, so maybe something like this I'll go with, I reckon, when it loads. Hopefully, the internet's a bit shocking today, but that's right. Hopefully, it's bloody stupid. Alright, my computer's glitched. Hopefully that doesn't stuff up the volume of the audio. But yeah, so this will probably be my lineup going into round one. Something I'm leaning towards more so in terms of my team. I think this is the one I like the most. pretty stock standard, not too different from everyone else, but it's a good option, I reckon. But yeah, hopefully you guys are going well. Make sure you like the video and leave a comment down below to enter into the Cash League, and tell me how your team's going, what you're thinking of doing. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you later.